How to find the best drug rehab centers. Often misunderstood, addiction is something that can be very hard to accept. Luckily for those unfortunate enough to be suffering with drug addiction, there are many drug rehab centers out there that see beyond the moral dilemma and ignore the social stigmas. Whether someone is suffering from heroin addiction, prescription drug addiction, cannabis addiction, or any form of drug-related addiction, there are rehab clinics out there that can help people to overcome their addiction and get their lives back on the right track. They offer many different forms of treatment that include, but are not limited to, psychotherapy and detox, with addiction therapy programs for those willing to participate in abstinence-based treatment. This may all sound very encouraging, and believe me, it is. But the hardest step anyone can take is the first step, and that first step is admitting they have a problem. Once they have done this, they can reach out for treatment. But how does someone do this, to get help for drug addiction? The best course of action is always to speak to a doctor or healthcare professional. In most cases, a healthcare professional will suggest treatment such as counseling or inpatient/outpatient treatment at a drug rehabilitation center, but everything will be tailored to what is best for the patient and the patient's current situation. If for any reason someone is unwilling to talk to their doctor, then there are several other options available to them, such as speaking to a family member or friend, speaking to a counselor directly, or even joining a new medical practice, whatever makes them happy and most comfortable. Once they have made the brave step in confronting their addiction and have requested treatment, what treatments may be offered to them? Drug addiction, how is it treated? Drug addiction can cause major negative implications to both physical and mental health. And depending on someone's level of addiction, they will usually be offered several treatment options at their drug rehab center. Detox. Many users have a psychological dependence on drugs because it makes them feel happy or good about themselves. Therefore, when the drug is removed from their system, they feel down and unhappy. Those who feel physically ill when they are not taking a particular drug may be suffering from physical dependence. In both cases, the drug will need to be withdrawn from the user's system, with medication usually being given to the patient to reduce anxiety and any physical illness that may occur. Inpatient. This is reserved for those that physically cannot stop taking a drug and need to be in hospital or a medical center for their own well-being and safety. This is usually very intensive, as not only is the user removing the drug from their system, but they are also in new surroundings, the combination of which may cause greater anxiety or mental problems. To help cope with this, patients are usually offered counseling to help deal with the day-to-day life as an inpatient for drug addiction. In addition to this, there are usually several programs on offer in drug rehab centers that are implemented to build the confidence and self-esteem of drug addicts and prepare them for the outside world when they are finally ready to leave. Some centers may even offer counseling to family members in order to help them cope with the fact a loved one has a drug addiction. Whatever the circumstances, these centers are there to help and are only ever a phone call, a walk, or a drive away. For more information on drug addiction or the best drug rehab centers, please visit the link in the description.